All right. Jai Baba, everyone. Sahana, is Soham coming?
Don't know. Probably playing with me too.
All right. Can you tell him to get on? So we have Shirin and Manasree who are going to be presenting today, and we're really excited for that. So I'm going to, as we always do, let's get started with prayers. All right. Who would like to get us started? Ayan, you want to start us off?
Yeah.
All right.
O Parvati Gar, the preserver and protector of all, you are without beginning and without end, non-dual, beyond comparison, and none can measure you. You are without color, without expression, without form, and without attributes. You are unlimited and unfathomable, beyond imagination and conception, eternal and imperishable. You are indivisible, and none can see you, but with eyes divine. You always were, you always are, and you always will be. You are everywhere, you are in everything, and you are also beyond everywhere and beyond everything. You are the firmament and in the depths. You are manifest and the unmanifest, on all planes and beyond all planes. You are in the three worlds and also beyond the three worlds. You are imperceptible, the Lord, independent. You are the creator, the Lord of lords, the knower of all minds and hearts. You are omnipotent and omnipresent. You are the knowledge divine. You the power infinite and bliss infinite. You are the ocean of knowledge, all knowing, infinitely knowing, knower of the past, the present, and the future. You are knowledge itself. You are all merciful and eternally benevolent. You are the soul of souls, the one with infinite attributes. You are the trinity of truth, knowledge, and bliss. You are the source of truth, or ocean of love. You are the ancient one, the highest of the high. You are Prabhu and Parameshwar. You are the beyond God and beyond God also. You are Para Brahma, Allah, Elai, Yezdan, Arum, Azada, Arumazada, and God the Beloved. You are named Izad, the only one worthy of worship.
All right. Thank you. Meher, do you want to do the repentance prayer?
Yeah, sure. We repent, O God, most merciful, for all our sins, for every thought that was false or unjust or unclean, for every word spoken that has not been spoken, for every deed done that ought not to have been done. We repent for every deed and word and thought inspired by selfishness, and for every deed and word and thought inspired by hatred. We repent most especially for every lustful thought and every lustful action, for every lie, for all hypocrisy, for every promise given but not fulfilled, and for all slander and backbiting. Most especially also, we repent for every action that has brought ruin to others, for every word and deed that has given others pain, and for every wish the pain should befall others. And out of mountain of mercy, we ask you to forgive us, O God, for all these sins committed by us, and to forgive us for our constant failures to think and speak and act according to your will.
Excellent. Thank you. Sahana, do you want to do the beloved God prayer?
Okay. All right. Okay. So, beloved God, help us all to love you more and more, and to love you more and more. To love you more and more and still yet more, to become worthy of being with you, to help us all to hold fast to Baba's Dham until the very end.
Okay. Thank you, Ru. All right, guys. Jai Baba, everyone. So I'm going to. Oh, hi, Srinidhi. How are you? All right, Shireen, who's going to be presenting so we can make you guys the co-host? I can't hear you, Shalata. You're on mute.
Yeah, I think Shirin will be
Shireen?
presenting.
Okay. I just want to make sure we're making the right person.
Yeah.
Co-host. Okay. So Shireen, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so once again, Shireen and Manasvi have worked very hard. I know due to spring break, etc., we were unable to have everyone there. So we want to make sure that you guys please give them your full attention, just like everybody was so sweet with the ones who have already presented. All right, so here you go, Shireen, take it away.
Should I share it now?
Yeah.
Can you guys see it?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So we did the 5 perfect masters.
Okay.
One. Okay. So Manasvi, do you want to start reading this?
Yeah. Wait. The screen's funny that it's in the way. I can't see it.
It's hard to hear you, Manasvi.
We can't really hear you.
No, never mind.
Should I zoom it?
Yeah, could you present? Oh wait, never mind. This isn't working out. Okay, there.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
So before you guys start, let me ask you this, Shireen and Manasvi. What is your format? Are we going to go through slides and then do a Kahoot?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Take it away, guys.
Hazrat Babajan was born to a royal Muslim family of Baluchistan in northern India on 28 January between 1790 and 1800. Her given name was Golrukh, which means rose, or with cheeks like roses. The child's name truly befitted her, and she retained this delicate beauty throughout her life, attracting people to her wherever she went. Golrukh's father was a minister in Kabul for the Emir or king. She was raised as a princess, and no expense was spared in giving her the training and education appropriate to her royal position. The girl was bright and intelligent. As a child, she became known as Hafiz-e-Quran, having learned the entire Quran by heart. She also became fluent in several languages, including Arabic, Persian, Pashto, Dari, Urdu, and even English. Spiritually inclined from childhood, Golrukh spent much of her time in solitude reciting the prayers she learned from Quran or meditating silently. With her childhood companions came to her house to play. They were disappointed to find that she preferred a quiet room to their games. They sorely missed her. As the girl grew into a young woman, her spiritual inclinations increased.
Lord Meher.
Good job. Sorry. Okay. Who wants to read the stories of Baba Jan?
Shireen, I think you should just pick on someone.
Okay. How about Ryan?
All right. Stories of Baba Jan. Baba Jan was the princess of Belustin,
No, Baluchistan.
Baluchistan. Baba Jan was a devotee, so she didn't like to be a princess. Baba Jan was very pretty, so many princes wanted to marry her. Her parents decided that she would get married to a prince. Baba Jan did not want to get married, so she ran away. She went to many places in Baluchistan, and then she realized God and God. Then she realized God and became a perfect master. In one place, she met the how do you say that word?
Baluchistan.
Baluchistan
Guards.
guards. They saw her and they were angry because they had thought she was against Islamic practices. The guards buried her in a hole and they thought she was dead. A few years later, they saw her in pewn under the tree. The guards were very surprised and scared that they thought she was very powerful. A lot of people visited Baba Jan under her tree because of her power and wisdom. Some people were having problems because of the crowd.
That's a different story.
By the way, that's Pune, not Pune. Pune is in India.
Oh,
Okay.
that's two different stories. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Okay, I have a question. I have a question for people. So have your parents ever made you do something that you didn't want to do?
Yes.
And
Yes, a
how
million
did
times.
you, and what did you think about it?
Well, one, I'm like, no, I want to make that, like, wait, could you say the question again?
Okay. Did your parents ever make you do something that you didn't want to do, and what did you think about it? And what did you do?
Well, yes. What did I think about it? Well, I mean, if I need to do it with chores, then I'm like, I don't want to do chores. But like, it was something like, well, for example, I was probably not gonna have.
Kahana, you don't do any chores.
I do. I just don't like it. I don't want to do chores.
But I do your chores.
No, you don't.
All right, guys, continue with the thing. No family feud here. Go ahead, Manasree.
Okay.
So what was your question?
My question was, you mean the one I just read?
Yeah.
Okay. Have your parents ever made you do something that you didn't want to, and what did you think of it? And how did you react?
Well, it's happened to me, but what I think is, I mean, you'll know if it's really necessary or not. And if it isn't and they just want to do it, then I'll be like, no, I don't want to do this. But say it's something like a gift and from somebody else, like your grandmother, for example. Say she gets you a gift, but your parents have to intersect with like what they get you and all that. It's very annoying. Like that's kind of like my version of it.
So, have your parents made you do something, or is this just an example?
It's like an example, but I mean, yeah, they have, but I don't know how to like describe it.
Okay. So, can you go back to the story slide?
Yeah.
Who wants to read the next story? Anyone?
I can.
Okay.
So, wait, isn't this the last story?
No, the one underneath it.
Yeah, right here.
Okay. Stories of Babajan. Babajan was the princess of Baluchistan. Babajan was a devotee, so she didn't like to be a princess.
It's the
Babajan
one
was very...
underneath it. The one underneath it.
Yeah, it's here, right here. A lot of people.
Oh, a lot of people visited Babajan under her tree because of her power and wisdom. Some people were having problems because of the crowd. They built Babajan a house so there wouldn't be such big crowd. Still, Babajan stayed under her tree. Some people thought she was crazy, and some people thought she was powerful and visited her.
Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Who wants to read this one? Okay, I'm gonna read this one for now. So this is Babajan with Meher Baba. As Meher Baba rode by Babajan one day in May of 1913, he happened to glance at Babajan, who at the very moment looked at him, and with a nod of her head beckoned him to her. Meherwan could not disregard her. At once, he got off his bicycle and walked over to her. Their eyes met, and Meherwan could sense the old woman was extremely happy to see him. Babajan was eagerly awaiting him as Meherwan approached her. He felt as if he was magnetically drawn to her heights. Babajan then stood up with her arms spread wide. The ancient woman embraced Meherwan with the fever of a mother finding her lost son. Tears started streaming down her eyes, down her wrinkled cheeks, as she repeated, Mera Pyara Beta, my beloved son. Our age had waited for her beloved son to come to her. Finally, he had come, and the tears of our age were the tears of Babajan. At this most touching scene, the echo of her loving cry, my beloved son, was eventually to affect the innermost recesses of our every heart. Those who witnessed this incident undoubtedly were deeply moved. Meherwan was speechless and stood motionless like a statue in front of the ancient woman. From the moment of her embrace, Meherwan felt as if an electric current was passing through his body, sending impulses from his head to his toes. What he then experienced is indescribable. His individual consciousness was merging into the ocean of bliss. Although Meherwan was dazzled by the effect of the luster Babajan's embrace gave, he maintained some consciousness of the environment and walked home, leaving his bicycle behind. Though inwardly his total being was profoundly affected, outwardly he appeared, for the most part, normal. Every evening, without fail, Meherwan would go to Babajan. When Babajan and Meherwan would sit together under her tree, they seldom spoke. One night, during January 1914, as Meherwan was about to leave, he kissed Babajan's hands and she turned his face in his hands. The time had come. The moment our age had been waiting for had arrived. As she held her face, Babajan looked into Meherwan's eyes with all her love and kissed him on the forehead. Turning to her followers nearby, she pointed her little finger at the dazed Meherwan and declared, "This is my beloved son. He will one day shake the world, and all humanity will be benefited by him." I got this from avatarmeherbaba.org. So, what do you guys think of that story? Anyone?
I liked it.
Yeah, it was really interesting, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Anyone else
Next,
want
we're
to share?
gonna move on to the next perfect master.
Okay. One second.
If you just tap on the screen, it'll go to the next slide. Okay, now
Who wants to
Sai
read this?
Baba.
Manasree, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, sure. Nothing is definitely known about Sai Baba's birth. Some believe that he was born into a Brahmin family, that his parents died, and he was raised by a Muslim ascetic. Others, including most of the biographers, believe that he was born in a Mohammedan
Mohammedan
family.
family. Yeah.
It is said that Sai was born in 1838 in Selu village in the Chintur district of Maharashtra, but other most recent evidence points to his birthplace as being in Patri village and in Parbhani district. It is believed that his childhood was spent near Aurangabad and that his parents were very, very poor. After his father's death, when Sai Baba was still a young child, his mother was forced by circumstances to resort to begging for their livelihood.
Good. Yeah. Let's move on to the slide. Who wants to read this one? Okay, I'm gonna pick one. Or Manasree, do you want to choose one?
Yeah, how about Soham? You want to read Soham?
I'm sorry, I'm doing something right now.
Okay.
Then pick someone else.
Okay. Do you want to read Ayan?
Okay. I'll do it again. When Sai Baba was a boy, everyone used to call him Babu. Babu was very good at playing marbles. All the children would gather to play marbles. Even the money-lender's son came to play. Babu kept winning all the games. The money-lender's son, frustrated of losing, went home and collected his best marbles in stone. He challenged Babu to the game. Babu won that game too, and he got the marbles in stone. Wait. The moneylender's son had rushed home and told his mother, who was enraged. She and her son marched back to Babu, demanded the marbles in stone. Babu told her that he had won the game and put the stone in his mouth. She was now even more angry. When Babu opened his mouth, she could not see the stone, but the universe. She was so surprised, she cowered before Babu and begged for forgiveness. Wait, isn't that like the same thing which happened with Krishna?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Not with the stone though, but very similar.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember that story. But okay, next. Oh, wait, I have a question for that too. Have any of you ever won or achieved something that somebody else thought was unfair even though you earned it?
I don't think so. I mean, not that I could think of.
Shilpa, you want to do the next one? If no one else has anything to share.
Okay, nobody has that question.
Okay.
Nobody has had that happen to them. So next slide.
Who wants to read this one?
I could.
Okay, go ahead.
Sai Baba with Mary Baba. Marwan visited Shirdi with a companion, Kuru. On knowing that Marwan had come, Sai Baba first avoided meeting him. But while Sai Baba was coming back from his lengthy procession, Marwan prostrated before him. Sai Baba saw Marwan and uttered Parvatikar. Sai Baba directed Marwan to Sri Upasani Maharaj, who was observing a long fast in the Khandoba temple near Shirdi, and Marwan stayed with Maharaj for a long time.
Good job.
Okay, I'm just going to turn the question around and say, have you ever thought somebody else didn't earn Have you ever thought someone else who won didn't deserve it even though they did?
Yeah, I think I've like thought that before.
Okay, no. Anyone?
I think I'll just move on to the next one. If no one has.
Okay, let's move on to the next one.
So now it's Upasni Maharaj.
Yeah.
Who wants to read this? Manasree, do you want to read this?
Okay. Although Kashinath's birth was normal, his life was not. He was born on Sunday, 15th May 1870 to a Brahmin family of priests in the village of Satana in the district of Nasik. His father's name was Govind Shastri and his mother's name was Rukmini. His paternal grandfather Gopal Rao Shastri was a learned, highly regarded scholar with a saintly temperament. Kashinath lived with his grandparents while his parents moved to Dulia, where his father had gotten a job. Before his death, Gopal Rao was to renounce his family and the world and become a sannyasi in search of God, not knowing that the divinity of God would later manifest in his grandson, Kashinath, living under his very own roof. Kashinath was the second of 5 brothers, and from childhood his nature was quite different from that of his siblings. He hated school and barely managed to reach the 3rd grade. He was a problem to his parents, but his grandfather loved him dearly and taught him the Shastras, which he learned with keen interest.
Very good. Okay. So now we'll move on to the stories. Meher, do you want to read this?
Sure. As a child, he was very sick. His mother, sick of visiting so many doctors, thought it was hopeless. She took Kakshanath to a monk. To a monk. The monk smiled. She knew that Kashni was just stuck in his own world, and there was nothing wrong with him. She told his mother to bring him every day to sit with her. By the time with the monk, Kashni became more devoted to God and had a strong desire to see God. When he got older, he went to meditate in the cave of a mountain. There, Sai Baba, who was already a perfect master, took care of him and helped him. So, with Sai Baba's help, he went to meditate more in a temple and he realized God and became a perfect master. After that, he built a retreat in Sekori.
Hey guys, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Do you know the name of the temple that he went to by Sai Baba?
I don't know. Manasree, do you know?
It's the Khandoba temple. And I think it's known for like there were all these poisonous snakes and all of that. I don't know. Did you guys come upon that in your stories?
The
Yeah.
temple's name is Kandobalayam.
Yeah. You want to talk a little bit about it? I don't know if you have a next story.
I don't know about the temple.
That's fine. No worries.
Does anyone else know about the temple?
There were a lot of poisonous snakes and he had to sit, and I mean, nothing happened to him. I thought that was pretty brave.
I think all people are brave who do that. Are we gonna go to the next slide now?
Yeah. So this is an interaction with Meher Baba. Who wants to read this one? I can't really see anyone, so I don't know who I'm calling
Okay,
on.
I'll call on someone. I can't see a lot of people, but Uh,
Okay, let's call it Trinity.
okay.
Upasni Maharaj with Meher Baba. This was December 1915. In Mariwan, a young boy from Pune was got absorbed. After Hazrat Babajan kissed him on his forehead, he came to see Upasni Maharaj. When Mariwan approached Maharaj, he was as usual sitting naked near the Khandoba temple. Maharaj welcomed Mariwan by throwing a stone at him, hitting Mariwan on the forehead, exactly at the place where Babajan had implanted a kiss. Mariwan started bleeding and prostrated before Maharaj. Only masters know their ways. This welcome from Maharaj left those who accompanied Mariwan in great shock and surprise. But Maharaj and Mariwan were both unaffected. Maharaj greeted and embraced the bleeding Mariwan and took him inside the Khandoba temple, where they stayed together for 2 days in solitude. This welcome gift of Maharaj brought Mariwan down to the world of duality, which he had lost after the kiss from Babajan. Mariwan became a disciple of Maharaj and later, on various occasions, stayed at Sakori. He traveled with Maharaj to many places throughout India. Year after year, Mariwan's consciousness became normal. One day, Maharaj told Mariwan that he had given the key to Mariwan, and he had become what he was, a perfect one. Wandering to many places, Mariwan came to Ahmednagar, and his first disciples began calling him Meher Baba. From Ahmednagar in the early 20s, Meher Baba started his spiritual mission.
So have any of you ever been to Shirdi?
No.
Okay.
Nobody's been to Shirdi yet?
Mom, have I?
Yeah,
I have?
yeah.
Oh,
Because
It's a pretty popular place.
because the quarry is like really, really close to it. My mom went there once.
That's pretty cool.
Okay.
Now, I'll do them about. Sahana, do you want to?
okay. Okay, so, Tajudin Baba was born on was born on January 17th, 1861 in Kapti. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, Kamti.
Yeah.
Okay. So Tajudin was born in a Muslim family. His father's name was Badruddin. Is that how you say it?
Badruddin.
Wait, I can't say that.
Badruddin.
Yeah,
Okay. Badruddin, and his mother's name was Mariambi. Is that how you say it?
It's Mariambi.
Okay, yeah, then I said it right. When he was 1 year old, his father died, and when he was 9 years old, his mother died. Wow, that's tragic. All right. Okay, so where am I again? Okay.
Unique spiritual qualities.
Okay, unique spiritual qualities we dedicated in Tajudin, and Tajudin's even at an early age. The boy continued with his schooling and learned Arabic. Okay. Persian and Urdu, as well as some English. He was an active leader who rode horses, and played the violin. Where am I? Tajuddin rapidly advanced his education he until he was 18 years old, when a wonderful event changed his life. Right. A noun.
We're down.
Where am I again?
Renowned saint or peer.
Okay. A renowned saint named Hazrat.
Hazrat.
Yeah, I got that part.
Abdullah Shah.
Okay. I can't pronounce these. Lived in Nagpur and was highly received by the Mohammedan.
Mohammed.
Oh, okay. Mohammedan community. One day, the saint visited Tajuddin's school and, observing the young man, remarked, "Why should this boy be in school? What is the need for him to study? What is left for him to learn?" This young man already pronounces. Wait, how do you say that word with
Possessive.
what?
No.
Oh,
I think
no,
she
no.
means the one that starts with a G.
Oh,
Yeah, wait, is it
no.
like?
G is
Oh,
silent.
gnosis.
Gnosis.
Oh,
She's
okay.
like-
I thought that G. I'm like, is that G silent? Okay, divine knowledge, Lord Mayor. Never knew that. I
Yeah.
thought he could only speak like, I didn't know he spoke English, a little bit of English. That's cool.
He was pretty smart.
I didn't know that either. Okay, next slide.
More stories. Who wants to read this? About Meher?
Sure. Story of Tajuddin Baba. While he was in school, a saint named Hazrat Abdullah came to school. The saint thought that Tajuddin was too knowledgeable for the school. The saint took a biscuit and split it in half. He ate the first half and gave the second to Tajuddin. Once he ate it, his eyes started to water and had a dream of seeing God. He joined the military when he was 18. One day at the military, he heard a voice. He went into the forest following the voice's orders. Under a tree in the forest, he met another saint. Another saint? Hazrat David Christie. The saint the saint drank half a cup of tea and gave the rest to Tajuddin. When he drank it, he realized God and he became a perfect master. After that, he spent 10 years wandering the streets like a madman. Willingly, he joined a mental hospital. After he joined, the people in the hospital realized that he was not a madman. He was a perfect master. Soon, many people came to see him. He finally settled in a place near Nagpur.
Okay. So what do you think of the story? Anyone want to share?
Good.
I thought it
It was
was
pretty good.
I thought it was weird that people keep giving him half of something when I heard this story.
So do you know what the significance of that is, guys?
No.
And I'm going to interject a little bit here. So actually, they say that, you know, when a perfect master gives, and then please, Prakash Uncle or Shailaja Aunty, if you guys are still here, please interject at any given moment. But basically, what it means is that, say, for example, you know, there's a perfect master, right? Like Sai Baba, and he takes, it drinks tea, right? And says, okay, now you drink some from there. Or it's a way of giving that divine knowledge to those people. And in some ways, some of these perfect masters actually got like God realization that way. Like they say that, I think Sai Baba, you know, the cloth that he used to tie on his head was actually given to him by his master, and he never took it off, because once he did that, like it was almost like you're giving the, you know, God realization to the other person, right? So it's a very, we don't, you know, like especially like I said, like you said, the small biscuit or the tea, they have a lot of significance like that. So if a master is giving it to you, you know, it means that you're really getting a blessing. Am I right or wrong in that? We have a lot of people here, so anybody interject. Oh, is Nashji here? Oh, maybe he can tell us. All right.
I'm here.
Yes, Nashji, please tell us, was I right?
You'll have to repeat it.
Oh, I was saying that a lot, like the perfect masters, when they give, you know, either a cup of tea or something, it's almost like they're, you know, giving some kind of a divine knowledge, right, to the person.
Yes, yes. It's a lot of times the master gives to the main disciple a kind of a robe or a pair of sandals. There's an Urdu word for it, I'm trying to remember, but that means conferring a status of realization on the individual.
Right, because here it says that you know, the Tajuddin, a saint took a biscuit, split it in half, and he ate the first half and gave the second to Tajuddin, and then
right.
You know, so that's yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Since he had half of a biscuit and half of the tea, his knowledge was full on it. Next slide.
Thank you, Nashi. Okay.
Okay. I don't see a lot of people to call on, but does anybody volunteer?
I'll call on Trinity.
Sure. Tajuddin Baba with Meher Baba. One day during 1915, an exceptional-looking individual in his early 20s, accompanied with a friend, came to see Tajuddin Baba, who was holding a darshan at Baki Sharif. As the handsome young man entered the room, Tajuddin immediately stood and their eyes met. No one in the crowd knew the hidden message their glances conveyed. Tajuddin approached the young man in his peculiar shuffling gait. A devotee had given the master a few flowers, and these Taj presented to a young man. When Taj rubbed the young man's head affectionately, the stranger and his companion bowed to Sadhguru and left. Some moments before striking young man arrived. Tajuddin had lost his temper and angrily abused all those in his presence. But upon seeing the young man, his mood changed suddenly to a pleasing manner. A fiery mood in the Quadub was altered and completely upon the young man's arrival, as if the youth had brought to the master some joyous news. This individual was no stranger to Tajuddin Baba. However, he was the same Zoroastrian kissed by Baba Jan, in whom Narayan Maharaj had greeted royally. The young man, indeed, brought good news to Tajuddin that day. News that he was preparing to accept the spiritual charge from the Taj of assuming the crown of creation. Later, this youth was referred to Tajuddin as Heavenly Rose. Age was watching and knew now that this young man was the awakener from Lord Meher.
Good job. That was good. Okay, I think we're running out of time. We also have a Kahoot, so
Okay.
It's okay, guys. Take your time. Not a big deal.
Okay.
You still have 15 minutes.
Ian, do you want to read this?
Sure.
Thank you.
Narayan Maharaj. Background. He was born in Maharashtra on May 18, 1885. His father's name was Rahim Rao and his mother's name was Lakshmi. He was 1 year old. His father passed away. When he was 5 years old, his mother died. Oh, that's tragic. So he grew up with his grandmother. Although Narayan seemed like a normal child, playing with the other children of the village, even at a young age, his thoughts were of God. From the age 6, he would daily visit the Hindu temple of Lord Venkatesh for darshan and deity enriched there. 11, the young boy. Wait. 11, the young boy.
Yeah, you can read it.
11, the young boy fervently participated in the ceremonial bhajans. Devotional songs, and kirtans, stories of God accompanied by song and music. Narayan's serious devotional tendency was noticed and respected by the temple priests, Lord Meher.
Okay, so the stories of Narayan. I'll read this. Narayan Maharaj was a very big devotee of God since he was little. When he was 9, he left his home looking for God Dattaraya. Finally, in a place called Gangapuram, he saw God as an old man. Then he realized God and became a perfect master. He built a retreat in Kedgam. There he used to sit on a silver throne and wear a golden crown. He also used to wear silk clothes and wear diamond rings. When Baba came to see him, he made Baba sit on his throne and put his crown on Baba's head. Manasree, you want to read this?
Okay. Narayan Maharaj with Meher Baba. When Avatar Meher Baba first met Narayan Maharaj, he was a very young man who had been kissed on the forehead by the perfect master Baba Jan, which initiated God realization in Meher Baba. So one day Meher Baba decided to leave all and travel. He found himself in Kedgaon, and when Narayan Maharaj saw him, he walked up to Meher Baba and removed the garland from his neck and placed it on Meher Baba's neck. Then he made Meher Baba have mango juice. Narayan Maharaj would personally make pana, a cooling drink made out of unripe mangoes. Nobody knows what they spoke about. After a while, Meher Baba left. Even decades later, whenever Narayan Maharaj would travel with his disciples in the train. What?
Disciples.
Okay. Disciples in the train, and the train would pass Meherabad on its own. The train would stop midway And only after Meher Baba would appear, and both Narayan Maharaj and Meher Baba would see each other from far, the train would begin to move.
What did you think of that?
I liked it.
Yeah.
The power of perfect masters, huh?
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't get you. Okay, I'll just move on.
Okay.
So this is the last slide. Who wants to read this?
Do you want to read it?
Yeah.
Sure. What Meher Baba said about the 5 perfect masters. The five greatest thieves of the world are the 5 living perfect masters of their time. They often steal the hearts of people and periodically also steal me, bringing me down amongst you. Again and again, I must become what I am. Each time is due to the 5 perfect masters, wherever I may incarnate, Persia, India, Israel, or Arabia, at whatever time. It will always be due to those 5. I never come of my own wish. It is always the 5 perfect masters who bring me down into the human form in each avataric period. Those 5 hold the key to all of creation, which contains an infinite number of universes. Man can become God, and men who become God can become 5 perfect masters. Become perfect masters. It is because of the 5 perfect masters that I appear on earth as man. They fetch me down, and I experience myself as everything. And so I tell you that I am God. I am everything. The state of God realization, infinite knowledge, power, and bliss cannot be described. It can only be known to those who achieve the supreme experience of the conscious state of God. God realization is beyond the domain of the mind. The 5 perfect masters are the 5 persons of their age who not only become God, but after achieving God realization, also come down to the ordinary normal consciousness of man. Thus they possess simultaneously God consciousness plus mental, subtle, and gross consciousness. The world is never without the 5 persons who are God conscious, who are the perfect masters. In spite of learning as 5 different persons, there are and always remain one God, as each one has exactly the same supreme experience of God consciousness. Nevertheless, the external reactions in the world each shows a different personality with his or her own characteristics, traits, nature, habits, and the way of dealing with people. All the 5 perfect masters, Babajan, Narayan Maharaj, Tadrujan Baba, Sai Baba, and Upasani Maharaj, put together mean me, the avatar. All 5 of these perfect masters have brought me down, and all that I have become is due to these 5. I'm made of all attributes of these masters, and my avataric state compromises the 5 states of these 5 perfect masters. Therefore, the qualities of all 5 are in me. Meher Baba.
Good job.
Yeah,
Nice
guys.
reading.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what
That
is
was
the
really good, guys. I love the presentation.
last
Yeah.
slide tell you?
Now it's Kahoot time. But we only have 5 minutes left.
Go back to that slide, Shmi.
Huh?
I said, could you go back to that slide?
Oh, yeah, sure.
So I think that's something important there that Baba said about these 5 perfect masters. I don't know if you guys all got it. But he said that the five perfect masters are always there on the earth. Did you see that? So they're five now. We just don't know who they are. And they actually kind of bring, you know, God down to earth, right? As God man. Did you guys get all of that? Awesome.
So like whenever like a perfect master dies, it's always like they're always being replaced. Like when Sai Baba died, he was probably like, replaced by another perfect master, but we don't know it.
Yep.
It's too bad.
I wish we could know it.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, it's Kahoot time.
Oh.
Where do we have to go again to get Kahoot?
Just on another device so you can split your screen.
Oh, 1 second.
Wait, we need the code.
Yeah, 1 second. It's I need host it.
Kahoot.it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's the pin?
Wait, do you guys know how to like get the code?
Why don't you type it in the chat?
It'll say it on the screen.
No, you
If
just
you
need to
just
click
click
what?
classic.
Yeah, just
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Classic.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
I actually don't know all of the questions.
By the way, these questions are like about 20.
Okay.
I only know about a few of them.
Noshji, Shailaja, Auntie, Jeff, Angela, are you guys interested in joining the Kahoot?
Yeah.
Most of the,
Figure out this Kahoot.it.
Yeah, Kahoot.it, and then you put in the game pin, 5858480.
Can you repeat that again, Shilpa, the pin?
5858480. It's actually on the screen.
Right there.
I'll also put it in the chat.
Okay, thank you. Got it.
Sure.
most of these questions are from the slides.
Yeah, so if you were like listening, I'm paying.
It's asking for the nickname. I don't know what the
You just
nickname
put
is.
in any name you want.
You just put in
Okay, alrighty.
Yeah, could be anything.
Okay, got it.
Come on, Mama.
Is there one in there?
Go start. Go there.
Jeff, would you like to join Kahoot?
Who are the emojis? Is that...
All right, let's get started, guys.
Anyone else? I'm starting.
Who's the emoji?
This is an easy one.
This wasn't in the slides though.
It's about by now.
Yeah, it's like logic. Not bad. Angela, good job.
Dang it! Come on.
This one's pretty hard.
I don't know.
Going slower than I expected.
I think I got it right. No!
You're supposed
Good job to the four people.
I thought that was Dadu then, Baba.
Well, there's a lot of babas. That's why this was supposed to be a hard one.
What? What's the question?
Angela just looks these up on the Google.
Yeah, right.
A second computer.
Yay.
What's a magic biscuit?
Half a magic biscuit.
Huh.
Uh-oh.
Huh. Sai Baba. Wow.
That is funny.
Always behind Angela.
I'm in fourth place. True or false?
Supposed
Hey,
to
we
read
talked about this.
the number of perfect masters is always 5 at all times.
Good job.
It's true or false?
Come on.
Hey, how'd you beat me? Oh, that's funny. You mean
One of those is like the perfect master's nickname.
Einstein isn't?
Oh no.
Oh no, really? I got that wrong.
Wait, who was Kashina?
Oh no.
All right, wait, I knew that.
In fifth
Wow,
place.
really
Oh,
good.
I think Upasti Maharaj's name. Wait, let me see whose name is this.
From Pakistan?
I picked
Sure,
wrong.
the right answer there or question?
Yeah,
Oh.
Wait.
No. Hey, that's wrong. Well, actually, yeah, Baluchistan, I guess, is in Pakistan, right?
It
Yeah.
is now, right?
Oh, darn it. Meher, look at you.
Kashinath is Upasti Maharaj's name.
Maharaj, yeah.
Did
This one's an
Baba's
easy one.
You mean did he know that Baba was God?
Sounds easy.
I kind of like the. I have no idea.
That's what I chose.
Well, it probably is not the right answer, right?
Yeah.
Meher's in the lead. I wonder if, Shirin, are you telling him all the answers, Shirin?
I know, right? Who's cheating here? Meher, are you cheating?
Wait, but Shireen has her.
Is that like insider trading?
No, she has her thing unmuted.
Oh.
I don't know this one either.
You guys came up with the quiz questions. You have to
These
know.
are good questions.
Yeah.
We both came up with some of them, and she came up with the rest.
Yeah, I wanted like a long group.
What? What?
Hey, this was the same question from Sahana's.
Oh, Shilpa, you're going up. Uh-oh. Oh.
This one was in the slides too.
I know that.
You know that?
Mhm.
But I ain't gonna tell.
You not telling.
No cheating.
Hey.
I got it wrong.
Guru.
Good job, guys. People are paying attention.
Tayo is going to.
Okay.
This is
I think
this
Angela's
will
gonna have to
Oh,
go
this
back
is
to
long.
community
How can you
college.
read all this?
this is to show how well you paid attention.
This is the challenge.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
I have 100% got it wrong. I knew it.
One person got it right.
Yep.
Who got it right?
Yeah, you got it right.
Wasn't me.
Not me.
Oh, Mayor, did you get it right?
Mayor, I think there's insider trading.
He got insider help. Yeah, that's not fair. The most?
He's unmuted. We heard.
No, but like he had all week.
Or he could have
Where
listened.
were you when your sister was typing up the questions? We want to know.
I know, right? He was stealing the password.
We're just joking, Meher. We know you're honest.
Yeah, you would never cheat. Only Baba cheated. I don't remember.
This one's easy.
I
This one's
think
very
Angela needs to
easy.
go back to community college.
I think so. I need a little remedial training.
This one's very easy.
I'm definitely slipping in the ranks here.
Wow,
It was in
one
the
person.
slides.
It was
Nada and Maharaj.
It is a good
Wait,
question.
only one person got it right.
Well, it's not that easy.
Yeah.
There, again.
You have to know how
That's
to
what
read.
I'm saying. Oh,
Hello, Jay Shri, too.
the longest time.
Oh, you guys, some of these questions are getting tricky now.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, come on. I was the one person who got it
Remember.
wrong.
I'm in 5th place.
These questions
Jeez,
Come
are
on,
I'm
Jeff.
in
be tricky.
Give me some luck, Jeff. I'm in 5th place.
Uh-oh. Okay, I'm going to work for Angela.
Thank you. Quit favoring the hair. Live the
Okay, I
longest.
got it. You know that one.
That one I know.
I
I
think
better have it right.
This one's easy.
Very easy.
Watch how many people get it wrong. Okay, good.
It was the same answer as the one who was the oldest.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Died
boy,
first.
Hard.
You can guess for this.
Yeah.
Talk about this.
You
You
can
know that
mark
one,
one out
Angela.
pretty easily because she lived the longest.
Jeff, I don't know this one. I have to guess.
You know,
It's out of
I know who it's not.
okay, I'll give you a hint.
Ooh,
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
Sai
yeah.
Baba. Is that the hint?
I didn't know how to, it's going to be say SB or something like that.
You know, I guessed it correctly, so far so good. I'm still in 5th place. What can I tell you? Okay. Expensive clothes. Oh, I know.
This one's very, very, very easy.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I
It
got
was
it.
in the slides. It was in the slides.
Yeah, but I didn't see the slides.
See, Angela, you have to talk.
Should I give it?
Wow, good job. First
I was at the
solution.
beach.
Oh, we're jealous.
Oh, everyone got that
Lucky.
right.
I was
That's
at
no
the
help
beach.
to my score. If
I
everybody
was at
got
the
it
beach
right.
last week.
I was gonna say Baba John.
If you're being
Oh, yes.
Oh, we know this one.
I know this one.
Oh, this one's easy. I think it's a direct quote from the slides.
And the answer is
Good job.
Baba Jan.
surprise, surprise.
Who chose Tajuddin Baba?
Oh.
Oh, we didn't ask
I feel
about
good.
this.
What?
Ah, I
Did
put
you
my
hear
answer
it?
in before everyone. Yes. Come on, give me the right answer.
Wait, did any of you hear the answer? Did any of you hear the answer?
Oh.
Yes.
No, but I got it right. Come on, give me a score.
One last
I'm
question.
moving up a little bit. Sneaking up. I'm sneaking up behind you guys.
Okay. Who controlled World War II?
Wait.
What is this?
Oh no. You said you wouldn't ask his questions. Is this a trick question?
Well, good job.
Why am I always the one who gets it wrong?
No comment. We didn't
That
need
means
to
you
know.
are a Baba lover. Just kidding.
Then were
You didn't
the
have to
one
fess up.
Yeah.
Then were you the one who chose Tajuddin Baba?
Third place. Oh my god, mine says this is learning. Thanks. Thanks a lot. I'm learning.
Mine says awesome effort.
Oh, you got A for effort.
Yay. Oh, Shilpa is in first place.
Yeah, I think that was just pure luck.
Yay. Oh, Angela is in third place. Meher in
I
second
got a
place.
bronze medal.
Right.
Nice.
First place.
Manasree and Shireen, that was really good. I really liked it. Good job,
You did
guys.
a fantastic job. Thank you so much. I think we all learned a lot from, this whole thing.
Yeah, very informative. Very, very informative and very good. Good job, guys.
I think
Yeah.
you should share
Very
the
good.
slides
Yeah.
with us somehow, Shireen. I
And-
think we can always go back and, revisit them.
Yeah. And I didn't really know any of those facts in the stories. Those were really cool. Good job, guys.
Thank you. I also have the slide, but I don't know how to send it.
That's okay. We'll figure it out. So thank you, everyone. Next week, we actually have a guest coming. So we're gonna keep it a surprise, but we'll let you know closer to the date, okay?
Oh man, a surprise. Okay, that's good.
Yes. So we
Yeah,
hope
I'm so anxious.
and thank you again, and have a great week ahead. I think some of you are on spring break, so enjoy your spring break. Some of us have ended our spring break, so back to the world.
Great.
Back to school.
That's great.
They did very well.
Hey, Baba.
Enjoy, Baba.
I have a question.
Bye.
The Kahoot was fun.
Hello, Jay Shree.
That was a good Kahoot.
Hi.
That was a
Hey,
good
Baba.
Jai Baba.
Manasree has a question. What's
Bye.
Who was Amama on the Kahoot?
Hmm.
That was Jayashree, wasn't it?
Yeah. All right, guys.
All right. Jay Baba.
Hey, this what happens. Angela